the husband, he throwing up on the plane. He needing a doggone wheelchair, feeling like he on his deathbed, all for Disney. She should have packed her family up and went home. Hello, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. Here, I'm going to be doing a lot of commentary and reactions because your girl love watching commentary videos and love watching reaction videos. So, yes, welcome to my new channel. It is called Clarity Check. And girl, let me go ahead and get the intro because I got an intro and an outro for this. So, let me go ahead and read it. Welcome to Clarity Check. We call out the lies, cut through the noise, and bring reality back into focus because, y'all, I know I'm not that old, but I'm not on social media. Let me just say that. But I'm only on YouTube. But the type of stuff that people post on social media through the commentary videos and reaction videos that I watch, the type of stuff that people are posting out here on the internet is absolutely insane. And not just the type of stuff that people post, it's unsolicited. People put their business out there. People they just talk about all types of nonsense. It's a bunch of lies. It's a bunch of delusion. It's just a bunch of crazy nonsense. And I just really want to bring focus back to reality and just logic back to reality, if that makes sense. And yeah, we just gonna be cutting through all the lies and all the BS, okay? And we just gonna have fun while doing it. So yeah, I came across this video from a lady who I follow on YouTube. The name of her channel is Social Simone. I'll have her picture and also the video that I was watching up on here so that you guys can go and check her out. But the video was basically about a woman posted a TikTok unsolicited because, like I said, people always putting their business out there. I don't know why. But anyway, she posted a video unsolicited talking about how she planned for her daughter's 5th birthday to go to Disneyland, had been planning for it for a whole entire year. And the night before they were supposed to leave, everybody got sick. But homegirl decided to go to Disneyland anyway, even though everybody was sick. I didn't get finished watching the whole entire video. When I was watching Simone's video, I only got through like the first maybe 2 minutes to 50 seconds because I was like, you know what, this is good for my commentary channel. Like, let me stop. So I went on ahead and looked up the original TikTok. I found it. So we are going to be reacting to it together. And I just want to get my little 2 cents and do some commentary on it. Because like I said, when I started watching it, I'm just like, this is absolutely insane. So let me go ahead and get it pulled up. Hold on.
Put a finger down if you spent 1 year saving and planning for a trip to Disney for your entire family for your daughter's 5th birthday. You have the resort book, the stroller reserved, the shuttles, the meal plan, the lightning lane, all the things, all the Disney things. If you've been to Disney, you know. Spend 1 year doing this. And the night before you leave to go on this trip, your daughter says she doesn't feel so good. And a little bit later,
let me just say this. Like I said, I've already watched this first part. And at first, you know, my heart kind of went out. I'm like, dang, like, that does kind of suck that baby girl got sick the night before it was time for everybody to leave. And that's just, to me, it's just too ironic to me, even though stuff like that happens. But it's like, come on, man, the night before we supposed to leave, you getting sick. And at first I'm thinking like, baby girl, you know, maybe it wasn't too bad because in my mind, I'm like, okay, when I look at, did the screen recording stop? Oh, it stopped, y'all. I'm gonna have to start it back up. But anyways, in my mind, you know, as I was watching the video, you know, reading through some of the comments, reading the title, and just getting through the first little bit of the video, I'm like, well, yeah, maybe, you know, it's really not too unheard of for somebody to still kind of push through and do stuff when they don't feel good. But baby, it's worse than what I thought it was. So let's continue watching. Let me screen record again.
starts throwing up everywhere. And then a few hours later, you start throwing up everywhere. And you tell yourself it's food poisoning. Because it has to be food poisoning. Because it can't be the stomach virus. So you both stay up all night throwing up everywhere. All while you're supposed to be packing because you're also the type of person that waits until the night before a trip to pack. So you get up the next morning.
Okay, and this is one of the parts that threw me off. She said that she had been planning for the trip for over a year, but yet you waited till the last minute the night before to pack. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stand. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say it, but that's the best way for me to explain. It really gets on my nerves. It really gets under my skin when you have a bunch of like last minute people get under my skin. People who pack at the last minute, people who arrive late, people who just are just late, just don't do nothing on time, do stuff at the last minute. It tears my nerves up. I cannot stand it. I am the type of person that's gonna be early or either on time. Most likely early. I do not wait till the last minute to do nothing. So for me, it kind of threw me off that she had been planning for the trip for a whole entire year, but yet you waited till the last minute to pack. That don't make any sense to me. And not only that, for a whole entire Disney trip, like how do you do that at I don't know. That's
After 0 hours of sleep, and you decide to make it to Birmingham, where your flight leaves out of. You're going to make the 2 hour drive to Birmingham and reevaluate the situation when you get to Birmingham. Throw everything in the car, get everybody buckled in, and you hit the road. And the next thing you know, your 7-month-old is throwing up in his car seat.
at this point, it's time to just go ahead and turn around. I mean, going back home. Because if you've been throwing up, got sick throwing up, the baby girl, I think she was 5, she throwing up, now the 7-month-old, oh, honey, the last thing you want is some sick kids. Okay? Especially trying to go on a trip when that 7-month-old, first of all, she had a minutes going. Let me just say that, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to continue to get on into that. But baby, once that 7-month-old started throwing up, it's time to go ahead and turn that car around and drive 2 hours back. Because ain't no way, I'm not going nowhere with no sick baby. That is the last thing you want to do. No. She should have turned around and went home right then and there. But let's continue watching.
He only does it once. You say, well, he's 7 months old. Maybe it was spit up. And you keep going. You cleaned him up. But he's okay. He's fine. Cleaned him up and keep going. Denial. It's called denial. But we're in it deep, okay? You get to Birmingham, get through security, get to your gate, board this plane against your better judgment, okay? You get strapped in, and at this point, your husband's not doing so well, okay? He's not doing so well. And you take off, and your 7-month-old has the most diabolical, ungodly blowout in his diaper that you have ever seen in your entire life. Up the front, up the back, out the sides.
Just tell the pilot to stop and turn the plane around and take me out. This is where I stopped it with the video. And after I heard that, I was like, that's how I knew I had to do commentary on this video. Because I'm like, ain't no doggone way. Yeah, I know that plane was probably lit from that baby pooping like that. And on top of that, she said it was a blowout. It was all up the front, all up the back. Baby, it's like, first of all, I have never been on a plane before in my life. But just from movies, baby, it already ain't no room on there as it is. I don't know who she was sitting beside. I'm pretty sure she was sitting beside her husband, but just the smell, just the mental frustration, like it's just, then having to take the baby to the bathroom. Them bathrooms already ain't that doggone big. Not only that, what the heck is you gonna do with them clothes when you take it off of him? Did you even have some extra clothes for that baby? You know what I'm saying? Just in case something like that happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like you planned for an entire year for this trip for Disney, but you didn't plan for none of y'all getting sick just in case y'all got, say y'all get sick or whatever. That right there, I was just like, at this point, just turn the whole plane around and just go home and retry it again. Because when she said that baby had poop, I don't know if I have a daughter. I only have one child. And baby, when I tell you when a baby blow out, ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. And then being on a plane. And you ain't got access to a bunch of stuff, and then it's other people around. That's just insane. And then on top of that, everybody's sick. Y'all done already spread it sickness to everybody probably on that plane. Then everybody got to smell boo-boo and throw up. Oh, God. And y'all, and what gets me is, I'm gonna continue playing it. What got me was I was looking through the comments because like this was the turning point for me. I'm just like, you should have went home. But in the comments, y'all, somebody said that she had insurance. So we gonna see, what she say continuing on in the video. But somebody said that she had insurance on the trip and that Disney would have accommodated and rebooked the trip for them, and they could have just did it for a whole nother day. So basically, all of this could have been avoided. Them people on the plane wouldn't have had to, be prone to getting sick in your sickness and you spreading your sickness. They wouldn't have had to smell that baby boo. That maybe it would have been avoided for that maybe to have a blowout on that plane and just making everybody, you, your family, and everybody else on that plane uncomfortable. That could have been avoided because you had insurance per what the comment said. We gonna see. And Disney would have accommodated you. Sometimes some things are just not worth it. It's a difference if you're trying to push through a headache, if you're trying to push through a backache, a toe ache, a knee ache, some arthritis. That ain't contagious. You can't catch a headache. You can't catch a backache, okay? But when it comes to them flu-like symptoms and them virus-like symptoms, you better stay your tail at home and you better don't come around me, okay? You don't go out in public with those type of sicknesses and those type of symptoms and stuff like that, because that stuff is contagious and other people can catch that. Child, let's finish watching and see what else she got to say.
Okay. All on your husband who's actively choking that vomit at this point. You reach into the diaper bag to get the pack of wipes. You pull it out, and there are 2 wipes in this entire diaper bag and no extra clothes. Because you didn't pack the diaper bag correctly because you were throwing up.
I would have kept all that to myself. Do you think this video we posted online, first of all, it never would have happened because me and my family wouldn't have went nowhere while we were sick. Stuff like this is insane to me. First of all, remember y'all, a whole year worth of planning for a got-done Disney trip for a 5-year-old, okay, that she ain't gonna even remember by the time the next year come. Family stick, and you mean to tell me you get on a plane with a 7-month-old child? First of all, this is your second child. This ain't your first merry-go-round, okay? This ain't your first merry-go-round. You get on that plane and you mean to tell me, first of all, y'all already sick. Already sick. The baby done threw up. Your husband choking on his throw up. You over there feeling crazy. The 5-year-old feeling crazy. The baby done had a freaking blowout with boo-boo everywhere. And you mean to tell me you only got 2 freaking wipes and no extra clothes? First of all, even if y'all wasn't even sick, you still supposed to pack some extra clothes for that baby just in case he spit up on himself, just in case he did have a blowout. Because sometimes babies can have blowouts even if they ain't sick just because they done boo a lot, It happens. But the fact that you didn't prepare for that, but then you want to blame it on, I was throwing up all night. That was your cue not to even go. Girl, let me... See, this was the parts that I didn't continue on watching. This is crazy. This is insane. Lord have mercy, Jesus. She hadn't been posting. You see what I'm saying? People just post some of the dumbest stuff online. Unsolicited. Just stuff that it's like, maybe you could have just... it's just like you didn't... It's just what was going through your mind when you posted this? First of all, what was going through your mind when you even still decided to go on the goddamn trip? Jesus Christ.
Do what you can with the 2 wipes, which is not much. Okay, it's not much. You get a blanket and you wrap everything in the blanket and shove it in the diaper bag. You begin your descent into Orlando. There's 30 minutes left on this plane. You're almost there. And your husband hands you the baby. And he says, I can't take it anymore. He reaches into the seat in front of him and pulls out a motion sickness bag. And the rest of the way to Orlando. Filled up 2 of them, okay? And you get off this plane and you get to Orlando.
First of all, she making it seem like, we did this, then we, this is what happened, and then we only got 30 more minutes. I'm trying to figure out what the heck was the passengers thinking on this plane. I wish I could have been a fly a piece of dust on the doggone window to see how them passengers felt and what was going and how they was looking and how they was feeling. Cause I just know they were aggravated. I know that they were frustrated. I know that they was aggravated, and I know that they wanted her and her whole family plus the baby to get off the plane. Ain't no damn way. I'm pretty sure. I know somebody didn't stop the flight attendant. Hey, please get the doggone the what's the man name that fly the plane? What they call the pilot? Honey, no, honey, absolutely not. No, 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 not yet. I'm coming. Not yet, baby. Absolutely not. I really want to know, like, how those passengers felt and what they did and how they were looking. I want to know that. Cause she making it seem like, oh, and this what happened, and then this and then that. Baby, no, I want to know the whole story. Let me know what them passengers said. Anybody saying that? Ain't no flight attendant come to you saying anything, girl. Mm-mm.
With your husband who looks like he's on his deathbed. It hit him hard and fast, okay? Your husband, he looks like he's on his deathbed. Your 4-year-old who hasn't eaten or slept in 24 hours and was also, by the way, in a pageant the day before. She gets home and gets sick almost immediately. So she still has on makeup from this pageant, and her hair is still done for this pageant. And I don't know what she had on her body. I don't know what clothes she had on. And you're naked, baby, because you didn't have an extra set of clothes in the diaper bag. He had on a
She need to be thrown. Mm-mm. Best Mother Award goes to her, and I mean that sarcastically, because you mean to tell me that your baby had a pageant? A pageant. The day before. The day before. So 2 days, baby still had the pageant makeup on. She don't even know what clothes the 4-year-old had on. Girl, it's just like, at this point, the trip was for you and your husband. This was not a trip for your 5-year-old, because I refuse to believe that her 5-year-old or her 4-year-old said, Mommy, I want to go to Disney World for my birthday. She didn't. This is something that you decided that you wanted to do for her, because it's something that you probably would have wanted or something that you wanted. That baby didn't want to go to no doggone Disneyland. She probably didn't even want to be in that done pageant. Because half the times parents be making their kids be in the stuff. These kids be wanting to be outside playing or doing whatever the heck it is that they want to do. But just this whole TikTok just need to be thrown in the trash and just deleted from everybody's brain. And we just rewind back so that she could try to get it right again. Because this is absolutely insane to me. But again, y'all, she planned for this whole entire trip for over a year, but didn't plan for nobody getting sick. Didn't pay no attention to her daughter, what she had on. Got on the plane, wasn't prepared for the 7-month-old. Didn't pack no extra diapers. Didn't pack no extra clothes. Didn't pack no extra wipes for the baby. At this point, I don't think that you're an organized person. And I don't believe that she's been planning for over a year for this trip. You couldn't have. You must have booked it and that was it. Because you wasn't planning for a whole year. Because if you was planning for a whole year, you would have taken all of this into account. So absolutely not. She telling a lie with that. But let's continue.
He's naked. And you have to immediately find a wheelchair because your husband says he's about to pass out. You have to find a wheelchair in this airport. Put your husband in it. Hand him your naked 7-month-old. And get your little 4-year-old little girl and wheel your entire family through the Orlando airport to baggage claim. To then go get on a shuttle.
Dying for Disney. You rather put your family at risk to die for Disney. Ain't that much Disney in the world. I don't care how fun or how magical people say Disney is. It ain't worth dying over. It ain't worth being sick on your bout, feeling like you on your deathbed to be going. No.
To wait an hour for a shuttle and ride the shuttle for another hour to get to Disney, to spend a week at Disney.
That's the end of the video. That's the end of the video. And baby, let's see, it's just this is why I'm making this commentary channel. I am making it to have fun and to do commentary and do reactions, but also to bring logical sense, to bring logic, to bring sense back to the doggone to the world, to social media, because it's just a lot of foolishness and a lot of delusion and just a lot of just people that just don't. It's just like, where y'all brains at? Okay, because it's like to me that could have stayed where it was at, because I just want to know what the comments looking like. I'm not on TikTok. I just want to know what the comments looking like, because I know people are just giving her down the road. Like, baby, what did you need to come and tell us this for? This was unsolicited advice. This is stuff that could have been prevented. And she's a young girl. She's young. And like, honey, our young people, we're going to have to get it together, y'all. We're going to have to start using our brains. We're going to have to start using common sense. We're going to have to start using logic. And we're just going to have to bring ourselves back to reality, because all of that could have been avoided. That is absolutely insane to drag your whole entire family to Disney, even though they are sick as a dog, especially the little 7-month-old. But bless his little heart, because I know his little tummy was just hurting like a mug. Because, honey, as an adult, we know how it is to have a stomach bug and you just tearing that toilet up. So just imagine a baby and it's sitting on her for a little bit until, until she's able to get it off of him. Absolutely not. Okay, hold on. Just imagine that little baby's stomach. I just know oh God, my heart goes out to that little baby, because I just know he was miserable. Then the husband, he throwing up on the plane. He needing a doggone wheelchair, feeling like he on his deathbed, all for Disney. She should have packed her family up and went home and told Disney, listen here, me and my family, we are sick. And first of all, she should have took them to the hospital that night, or that night when everybody got sick. That next day, instead of leaving to go to Disney, she should have went on ahead and just checked everybody into the hospital and told Disney, hey, we're not going to be able to make it. We're going to have to rebook. And not only that, y'all, she supposedly had insurance. Like, she didn't say that in the video, but somebody in the comment said that she had insurance, or they can have insurance. So I'm going to have to go back to try to find that comment. But baby, all of this could have been avoided. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care how bad you want to do something, or if you didn't book the trip, you didn't book and plan this, and that. If you are sick, stay your tail at home, especially when you got sicknesses like that, okay? That's just common sense to stay home instead of going out and spreading it to everybody else. And then also making yourself even more miserable. You're not going to even be able to enjoy it because you're too sick. Ridiculous. But anyways, people just, y'all, sometimes I just really be thinking, like, is this the world we living in? Like, are you serious? Like, I just really do wonder, do people have brains, or is just everybody delusional? Is there still people with logic? Is it still people with sense? If so, please comment down below. Comment down below and let me know what you think of that TikTok, because that was absolutely insane. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and read my little outro, because like I said, I got an intro and an outro. But anyway, that is it for today. Delusion dismissed, logic restored, and clarity check is out. I'll catch you guys on my next video. Bye.